Hello everybody and welcome back to Pixel Gun 3D. This is Three of Spades and today I found another version of the game. And this is a lot later. It's version 11 and apparently it had a PC port as well. So I'm going to play the campaign, but before I do, I'm going to switch from the old skeleton here to the knight, and I'm going to play this with the old weapons because I'm feeling like a bit of a challenge today. So, just to test to make sure it worked well, I already played the first level, and of course, because I know this shit like the back of my hand, I restarted, but let me, play the first level for you. We're going to do this part by part, because fuck it, why not? So, I'm sure if you're aware of this game, you play as, custom Minecraft guy named Noob or Newbie. Here in Sandblock, Cisco, it's 4:15 in the morning. He hears digging. He looks out there, and there's a bunch of zombies. So we're gonna go shoot them. The Knight of the Round Table is gonna go shoot him. Now, before I do that, I gotta change my weapon. So, and yes, you can use every weapon it seems. But let me just change that and lock back in here. We got a bunch of zombies tonight. Big ass pumpkins too. Good technique is to aim for the head. Of course, I also got the coin there, so that's real handy. Pistol also deals more damage, which is pretty fun. But one thing I am going to do, just for the hell of it, is make sure I've got the jump height to explore. And then I'm going to equip the heavy adamant armor. Adamant armor, my bad. And there's the gem. Figured I should at least get the secrets. There we go. Get wrecked. And there's the Uzi. Awesome. So that's level 1. Here's level 2. So after killing the police zombie, a hero picks up the gun that he dropped, that being the Uzi, hears someone in the church, and then runs over there. Hope I have time to save him. Yeah, me too. Actually, no. He can die. Hail, Hydra. Always like this Uzi, but it's a real shame most of the zombie, guns aren't in... Like, the campaign guns were never in the multiplayer. They made these unique guns, and I always wanted to play with them in the multiplayer because they were pretty cool looking. Most of the stuff in the multiplayer was pretty colorful, and I get it, but, doesn't make it any less disappointing. Also, this game looks nice. And as you can see from the last version, they've added more grass, graves. Careful not to fall in them, though, because they can kill you. There's grass. So that's pretty awesome. Of course, they've added God Rays. There's the gem. This was before armor was way, way, way too fucking bad, and the weapons were just, they were still good, but this was right at the point where I think I was starting to lose interest in the game, and it was around 2018 when they just straight up started banning everyone, and I got banned for, like, no reason. I don't even know why the fuck I got banned, but I did. For some reason, that's a different ghost. But yeah, looks like our guy here is fucked, so... Eat lead, you bitch. But aside from that, yeah, I don't even know why the fuck I got banned. I didn't even hack or nothing. They just, apparently I found out years after the fact that they were just banning people, and I, emailed their support email on my iPad. I was like 9, and it really upset me. And, they realized, oh wait, that's just a little kid, so he's not hacking or nothing. Just unban his account. And, then they did. So, that's cool. They also tried to get me to share the shit on Facebook, and, I like Facebook a lot more now than I used to, but, I mean, to be fair, that's back when YouTube was actually somewhat decent, and, Facebook was, it still existed. I was just indifferent to it. Now Facebook is just, eh. Oh. I think our textures are having some issues here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think these graphics are bugging out a little. Don't think they're supposed to do that. But this is most definitely a time for Jetpack. Oh, yep, this is the part of the game where they patched that. Now it seems like, for whatever reason, yeah, this was when they also started to add the barriers to try and wall people in. It's just like, you've now wasted an entire part of your map over there, and not for any particularly good reason. It's not like it was ever hard to find these guys. So, I mean, hell, if you have troubles, just try this. There you go. You'll find them in no time. Oh, yep. They also added these spitter enemies. Those are the ones I don't really like. Not because they're particularly hard, it's just like, you can't really cheese the maps anymore. So, I get it. They don't want you to actually be able to camp, but maybe actually make AI that isn't so stupid that it runs in a straight line. And I could just do this. Now, see there, crawling zombie. You can get me? Oh, no, you can't, because all you can do is go in a straight line here in the old-ass Unity engine. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, the tents were more colored before. I don't know what the hell's happening with the graphics, but... Anyway, on we go. I guess ultra settings are bugged out. Go over here, kill these guys so I can get 3 stars. I never knew they were using so much stock music, but the stock music they chose was pretty good. No, it's the same guy. Oh shit, it's the boss. I know where the diamond is. It was behind the ice cream truck, but I just don't fucking care because I got 999999999. So anyway, what was that? I think it was a double-headed, I don't know, something. Maybe it was a snake. It's a hydra. Hail hydra. Alright, let's hope this one doesn't bug out. There's that skeleton that spooked me as a kid. Oh, there we go. You'll notice just how much more they lit up the place, and it's like, that was a double-edged sword, because it was okay to light things up a bit more. I think it's broken in this map, but it was fine to light things up more, add more details, like little flipped over trees and shit, but kind of where I drew the line was you had this spooky atmosphere in this, dark, Walking Dead looking place at first, and then it just became weird Fortnite shit where they put, tits in the kids game, and it's just completely out of place. Like, that's something I'd maybe see on the ass end of Steam, literally or otherwise, not in the children's game on an iPad. But, whatever. Yeah, lighting's bugged. It's supposed to be a lot more red than this. Don't know what happened there, but anyway. Buggy PC ports. I mean, none of this is really supposed to run or look as, run on a computer at all, so I guess beggars can't exactly be choosers. But anyway. So as we see over here, see if I can find the skeleton. Yeah, the revolver is also awesome. But anyway, as we see over here, there's the MRI. Getting lag spikes. Oh yeah, there's also blue screen of death. Make sure to wash your hands, of course. Like, they just took art, put it through like a bit crusher or some kind, and then made models using that, which is pretty smart. Like, some of these are real posters, I imagine. Like that one with the lungs and shit. And I think surgical emergency. Yeah. The loading screen of this used to spook me as a kid. Because there's some fucking spooky, scary skeleton here that's still got a heartbeat. And you can see the heartbeat monitor. It's not animated, but, I mean, you get the idea. There's fucking body bags next to him that are bloodied. It's like a dark, spooky atmosphere. Yep, this is the new boss with the chainsaw. See you later, fucker. Anyway. Yeah. The new stuff was okay at first, but as they kind of went along, they made it more tedious and just stalling for time. Like, it's not fun. Meanwhile, this was okay. This was that brief spot where I was just cautiously optimistic because they started making more details and started really making these destructive changes towards the art style that eventually just became like, oh, it's all bright and colorful because it's a kid's game. Yeah, kid's game with death and murder and, escaping the zombie apocalypse with spooky shit everywhere. Like, the environmental storytelling is just throughout the strongest point of this whole game and its story mode. And even though the story mode is just go into an area, shoot all the monsters, go to the next area, that's fine, because games like Doom do that perfectly well. And most arena games as well do that. So, it's an arena game. Yeah, that's fine. It's simple, but it's fun. We got more bugged lighting. I don't know what the hell is happening with the fog here. It's supposed to be way farther out. And the skybox... Well, no, I think the fog is right. It's the skybox that's bugged out. No clue. Well, anyway, I'm going to head off this way and hopefully I find them. They also changed the AK to an AK-74, or AK, S-74U, the small one. Alright, well, I'm gonna drag these in for the killer. This is another gun you can't use in multiplayer, which, real shame. Because that's the biggest issue I think I have with the multiplayer. That is one thing I did like they added. Achievements. So I'll give them that. There were at least challenges and achievements. So it's like that is probably one big reason why I was so split. But anyway. The lack of starting guns really hurts the experience when you try to get into the game at first. But not much that can really be done about it, I guess, aside from just kind of hacking together, give the player a shitload of money, and you'll be fine. Which, I mean, to be real, is probably what they should have just gone with anyway. Like, if you're gonna make shit cost a lot of money, can you at least like make it somewhat quick to obtain, like the old versions? Oh, you can't, cause you're greedy now? Alright, well fuck you too then. Hail Hydra. Anyway. Money. Yeah, this plays so much better on a keyboard and mouse. The difference is night and day. It does seem like there are a few more graphics bugs. I'm not sure why, but looks like my guy has been surrounded by monsters, so he's gonna jump off the bridge, which would kill somebody. But since this is a children's game, even though it's not, it's rated M for mature, he survives, because why the hell not? I like this comic style. Like, they didn't have to make a story, but they did. You wouldn't have expected a game where it's Minecraft but you shoot zombies to have a story, much less have a good one, and they did. It seems like such a stupid thing, even back in, like, 2010, but that's why it works. It is stupid, but it's fun. And that's the kind of reason why I liked a lot of games on the Xbox 360 and the early 2010s, and, even prior, having explored a lot of that I just never went to. There are so many games like this that it's hard to ever be bored with games again, just simply because the amount of them that I missed out on. Like, there are so many games from this time that I could quite literally never play them all in my life and still have so much more fun shit to do. I'd never be able to play them all. So I'm gonna have hundreds, if not thousands, millions of crazy ass games to go through and just fuck around with, because why not, right? But yeah, a little buggy in this port, but I do like that somebody actually ported it. And not just the old version. The old version seemed to work pretty well. Some big zombies. There we go. Gotta be careful, because they did add a few new environmental conditions, like if you sit on a chair or something, you can die. Or if you fall in the hole at the farm. Also, there's the sexual lady, of course. Surprised none of them had the sexual man, but, I guess they can do it too. Kids game. Fuck if I know. Parkour. I do like that they also added, shit out of the map, because I guess even they knew, hey, probably the funnest bit of this campaign is breaking out of the map and finding weird shit, so. Unfortunately, there wasn't really anything out there aside from just nothing, but it was fun to break out of bounds and explore. Which, hey, it makes sense there was nothing out there. The only exception is, like, weird shit hidden outside of the Slenderman Park that Exotic Gaming found, and I don't think there was any follow-ups to that. It was just one neat video, and that was it. Speaking of, this is the level that everybody and their dog loves quite a lot. And so do I. It's a pretty cool level. Hopefully it didn't get too fucked up, but this is the Slenderman Park. Okay, not too fucked up, but the fog is gone. You can see, actually, now that the fog is gone, that they have a straight up just, low poly-ish version of the map out there. And, yeah, this is actually pretty neat, seeing Slender's Forest without the fog. I mean, hell, newbie. Kind of lines up with, what you said there. This does look pretty nice. At least, you know, without all the satanic rituals and murder and shit. I wonder if this is one of the builds where I can still get up to the top of the mountain. But yeah, I guess now you can clearly see what's out there. I gotta admit, it looks pretty nice. Also does make it a lot easier to snipe these guys. So, fuck yeah. Let me go find them and get all 3 stars, and then I'll go explore. Oh yeah, brief time where they also, I think, unless the modders did this, but I think they actually just removed the tunnel and just made it like a pathway over here. Yeah, that's why I got confused, because they moved the coin into the middle of the logs. And they used the stock whispering sound effect, the evil whispers, and spooky music. But it's charming. You know, there's clearly a lot of good kind of artistic merits with this game, and on top of that, the world building, just, they didn't have to put, you know, body bags, Slender Man. They didn't have to do any of this. They didn't have to fucking bother with lighting or campfires or other cool, you know, shit. But they did. See, these are my kids' games. They were fucking spooky. They show you ghost stories. Keep you up at night wondering what the hell's out there. Now, even though there wasn't much out there, it was like, it was still fun to speculate. Still fun to go through spooky ass tunnels and fight monsters. They don't make spooky games anymore with, you know, all of this stuff. Or if they do, they're relegated to just, I don't know, the back rooms maybe. Like that, or like some weird VHS game that isn't scary, because once you realize the whole horror of it is that it has a funny VHS filter, then it really falls apart. Oh my god, guys, there's a man. And he has the VHS camera. Oh no, he's recording a woman. And that's supposed to be scary. Well, apparently. The only scary thing about this fucking map, by comparison, is that I might not get all 3 stars if I don't find these bastards. So, I gotta find out where the fuck they went. I think they're over here. There's 7 of them. Where are they? I'm gonna find the 7 Slendermen. Okay, hopefully the map didn't break on me. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it did. And there's just like 7 Slendermen fucking outside the map. Or some shit. They're probably over there, ain't they? They're in that fucking yellow thing. Get out of here, slender bitch. I'm gonna shoot you with a big gun. Nah, I think the map broke, so... Fuck. Alright, well, they're not in here. Like, it was things like this. I do like that they remodeled the RVs. But I don't like that they removed a lot of the blood. You know, blood's still there, but They don't have the blood on the inside of the RVs anymore. Like it was little changes like that that really fucked it up. And the devil's in the details. This game got so detail oriented that I expected good detail, and yeah, it's what it is. All right, well, I'm gonna end this part here because the map bugged out. Part 2 here in a minute.